It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And one of the stars in our upcoming game spent a little time with one of our stars right here. Shaq, how was your meeting with AI?
All I'll say is, because snitches get stitches, is AI made some questionable decisions when he was young. We all have. I can relate.
Wow, that's deep.
That's all you're getting from me, Ernie. Lips are sealed.
Wow. No details on your bad decisions?
And throw away the key. What? AI. He definitely had some hard times. He had some drama, and he fought his way into the league, but it seems to be behind him now. But Shaq's not telling us, so I'm not 100% sure it's behind us because we sent him in there to get information. He comes back here, and he doesn't
won't say anything. Way to work. That was valuable for our show. For you to go talk to AI and then come back and say, oh, I don't know, didn't say anything.
Send me next time.
I will. I'll send you to talk to AI.
I'll sing like Luther Vandross.
Or maybe we'll send Kevin Harlan.
Okay.
You make sure you guys get a good warm-up out there. AI, you ready?
For game? Yeah, of course. About to go get warmed up.
No, I mean, are you ready?
Yeah, coach, I'm ready. Wait, for what?
You starting tonight.
I'm starting tonight?
Mm-hmm. You starting tonight.
Wow. Yo, that's hard to believe, man.
Well, you've earned it, AI. But you've proven yourself beyond a shadow of doubt. You belong in this league. It's time to take it to the next level.
Coach, I don't know what to say. I mean, I've been waiting for this a long time. Thank you. I won't let you down.
Oh, I know you won't. Get out there and shoot around. Proud of you, AI.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with us, basketball expert and former late-night comedy writer. People don't know this, Bill Simmons.
Yeah, as soon as I left, Kimmel's show took off, so I think I was the reason.
You built the foundation for it, let's be honest.
I was there for the early years.
You said it was a very influential time in your life, a very good thing for you to do.
Oh, it was fantastic. I learned a lot. I learned how to not get my jokes on the air, and I learned a lot about humility.
The Nets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Yeah, I think that growing process has already taken place. This is a team that already knows what its identity is and where its strengths lie.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Well, AI certainly took an unorthodox route to the NBA, but he's made it a point to reach out and forge bonds with other players. Now, when I asked him about it, he said, there were times where I wanted to quit, but teammates and opponents alike pushed me to stick with it and to try to be the best I could be. Now, AI seems like he certainly gets what it's like to be a member of the NBA Brotherhood. Evan?
Thank you for that report, David. Glad to see AI be welcomed by the league.
And AI has had such a unique experience. I'm sure others around the league want to hear about it. And at the end of the day, his story is incredible, and everyone is a fan of his.
Draymond Green, everything he brings to the table, his defense, his charisma, his offensive game, a great passing game. Is there a player you'd compare him to?
Well, I have a soft spot for Draymond because we did the courtside show for HBO, the behind-the-scenes finals thing.
Yes.
And he had some of the most unbelievable stuff that we couldn't keep in the show.
No kidding.
Draymond is one of a kind because he's basically a center, but the only other center who's really succeeded at his size was Wes Unseld a million years ago. He's a stretch five who doesn't really shoot threes that well, but tends to make them when he absolutely has to.
Steve does not want him taking threes.
No.
Not at all.
But when he actually takes them in a big spot, a lot of times they go in.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a great no-yes guy.
Yeah.
I think he brings all their alpha. I don't think Durant and Curry are the traditional alphas, and I think he's kind of the bulldog and the
you
let's
need
go
that
guy.
on a good team,
Yeah.
don't you?
And the best thing with him is when he's playing well, they're unstoppable. When he has it, and there's nights, I thought during the 25-game winning streak to start the 16 season, I thought he was incredible. And the intensity that he played with every night was really inspiring.
Triple doubles and
oh my God,
every category.
Taking on crowds and just, I just love that guy.
So the Nets starting five. They've got AI. He's out there with Allen. Russell is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Here's Dinwiddie. He had 13 points in the win against Denver. And they pick up 2.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Now here's Thompson. 23 points his last outing. Curry passes to Cousins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Cousins has got his first basket.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Green against Carroll. Here's Ilgauskas. That shot missing, and Golden State will come the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
And that one's good. Cousins.
Well, teamwork at its finest there. The pick and roll set catches the defense napping. Boy, and Klay Thompson take the advantage and comes away with a pretty pass.
Dinwiddie pitch to Russell. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
I think they embraced the
size. I think they did.
size.
They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
I think you have to appreciate the versatility of Klay Thompson's game. This guy not just an outside shooter now. He can get near the rack.
And Russell gets it to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Russell. Cousins against Carroll. Cousins inside. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got 6. Nets leading by 3. To the left wing. Allen dishes to Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 9.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Thompson looking for an opening to the inside. It's stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Russell with a wide open look. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now Ilgauskas after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Here's Carroll. Softly drops in the floater. Kevin Durant, an MVP, multiple championships, but he continues to add new wrinkles to his game and takes pride in that part of his game.
Yeah, last year it was the two-way play and the defense in the first 2.5 months of the year. They faded off. That whole team, I think, got tired. I asked some of the Warriors about it last year, just why did they get tired when, you know, it wasn't like 17 was that grueling. They kind of rolled through the league. But I think it's just day-to-day, the bullseye being in the spotlight. Every arena you go to.
Best punch every game.
Yeah, you're going into Charlotte. It's the highlight of Charlotte's season to play you, and I think it does wear those guys down. I think the next step with him would be, can he evolve into a stretch 5? What could he be, Al Horford basically, and take all the Draymond minutes when Draymond's not playing and just be the other 5?
How many stretch 5s are in the NBA? Can you count them on one hand, or think of them?
It's the Al Horford, and there's not many. There's not many. But I mean, a 7-foot guy who's one of the best 8 shooters of all time is your stretch 5. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Can Jokic shoot the 3? He can kind of. Yeah. He's got an outside shot, doesn't he?
Unfortunately, Jokic stretches the other team's point total when he's out there. So he's a stretch the other team's total to 120 defender.
And it's good. 2 points. Green's got his first 2 points.
Well, you have to appreciate the willingness of Klay Thompson to move the basketball. How pretty is that, guys?
Curry against Russell. At the elbow, it's Allen. Here's Carroll. Warriors with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as a favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
And the Nets with possession here. Following Draymond Green's 3, count it, good.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Passes it to Thompson. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were, and what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming. The summer of 2016, we knew the cap was going to jump. And they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team. He wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
Now here is Harris. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And now an 8-point Nets lead. And Bill, we were discussing how teams are constructed in recent years. The changes in 2016 to cap space. How Kevin Durant landed with the Warriors.
I see the analogy that, it's like stacking a pickup game and just grabbing the best 4 guys and just beating people on a pickup court for 4 hours. But that's the thing, the league isn't a pickup game. The league, everyone operates by the same rules. And the Warriors,
everybody had a shot at him.
Everyone had a shot. The Celtics had a shot. He didn't even want to interview with the Lakers. The Knicks had cap space. They didn't have a chance. The Wizards had cap space. He was from Maryland. They didn't want to go there. So, I think the Warriors should get a little more credit for how smart they were with everything.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the... Curry against Russell. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Russell's got 17. Bill, since they drafted Steph Curry, the Warriors' fortunes have really changed. Would you call him the most important pick in the history of that franchise?
I would veer it a different way. I think it's one of the most important missed picks
of other teams
in the history of the NBA. Because for 2 reasons. One, because the Timberwolves had the 2 picks right before and passed them both times.
2 guards, right?
And took 2 point guards. Yeah. Neither of whom was named Stephen Curry. So that was amazing. The pick after him was the New York Knicks. And if he had gone there, you could make a case that, he saves the Knicks. Or you could make the case that maybe he gets hurt wherever he goes. This is somebody that had really, really bad ankle injuries and was lucky enough to be in an organization in Silicon Valley where he got the right kind of treatment and thought about these new wave ways to treat his ankles. He relearned how he ran.
Core was strengthened.
He strengthened his core and basically took pressure off his ankles, where if he had come up in the 1980s, maybe he plays 5 years and he's out of the league. And my point is, if he goes to the Timberwolves or goes to the Knicks, he probably gets hurt, and we probably know Stephen Curry is the guy who got hot on Davidson for 2 years.
And a bust in the NBA, right?
Yeah, or not a bust, or like a what-if guy. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, it's too bad that guy got hurt. And instead he goes to the Warriors. So
well said.
Really a great what-if pick. He has so many bad what-ifs, and this was the perfect what-if.
Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Thompson and Iguodala make up the perimeter. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was also struck by how well he shared the basketball. He created a lot of easy buckets with that passing ability.
And it's Carroll with the ball for the Nets. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. The chemistry of this Warriors team so special, Bill. Klay Thompson's unselfishness and the fact that he just lets the game come to him, a big part of that.
Super unselfish, doesn't care about his shots. A beloved teammate by all counts. He's the guy that all the other guys mentioned first when they talked about, hey, what warrior, ... and it's Klay. The answer is Klay to everything. Who's the most fun warrior? Who's the craziest warrior? Tell me a funny story about one of your teammates. It's always Klay. He he just has so many thankless jobs for them. A lot of times he's guarding the best player on the other team. He's guarded point guards at some point during every run in the playoffs for them. And just a great guy to have on your team. It's hard to imagine the Warriors without him. I think at some point maybe the salary cap will dictate they can't keep all four of these guys, and Clay is always the logical candidate to, you trade him, you turn him into two cheaper, younger pieces. But I
hate to see him leave there.
Well, and leave Curry, because the thing with him and Curry together, it's been such a unique combo to have two of the best three shooters in the league on the same team.
Yes.
Their stats now together are starting to just crush everything. Like, they've made more threes than any other player in the playoff
Isn't that
history.
amazing? Oh my
They've made, 600, 700 threes a year, and they're just doing things together that we've never seen. I hope they stay together.
Me too. Cousins, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Russell against Curry. Russell kicks to Allen. Over to the left wing. There's the pass to Ilgauskas. Over Green. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Here's Thompson. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
Boy, that mid-range J is so nice. Klay Thompson, automatic.
Russell passes to Ilgauskas. Pass to Kira. Dinwiddie dishes to Russell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not, with the way this guy is shooting it?
Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is, I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right.
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the #1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get #3 and #1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think it should. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Chris Webber. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Russell, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions, because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustment.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Nuggets in Denver. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Carroll with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Cousins has got 8 rebounds in this game. The drive by Green. No good from Cousins. Nets leading by 7. Russell with it. He's got 22. Ilgauskas, the pass to Carroll. Back to AI. From the high post. He can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Green. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Here's Ilgauskas. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Thompson. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Durant with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Durant finds Green. Shot clock at 6. And again, no good by Golden State.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Russell looking around. Pass to Ilgauskas. Over Green. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Well, that's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. Doris, always a spirited discussion when Bill's involved. Not afraid to share his personal views.
Yes, Kevin, he has broken the internet once or twice. This guy is no stranger to controversy. But I will say this, he is passionate about the NBA.
Warriors trail by 6. From deep, Green. Carroll with the rebound.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
And they double up Russell. Here's Dinwiddie. Hits the three-point bomb. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the D was on him there, but he still managed to knock it down. Nice to be able to make a contested jumper.
Thompson outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. He can't get that one.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Nets leading by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Amar'e Ilgauskas out there. Allen is out there with AI. Then it's Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
It is so easy to like the easygoing Klay Thompson. This guy is so dependable at both ends, and he excels shooting the basketball.
You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade, if he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy, Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
Now here's Green after the miss from Chris Webber. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It's the Nets now. And so Cousins will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 6. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Russell kicks to Ilgauskas. Over Green. Ilgauskas. Good. Ilgauskas has got 17 now.
And you figured it was just a matter of time, but Coach finally made the call to move AI into that starting lineup. You get the feeling that this was just an inevitable step in his development.
Greg, you've said yourself that he looks ready to lead, and the team feels the same way as they not only view him as a starter, but also as a long-term piece of their franchise. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab and make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Now, here is Russell. 22 points for him. To the right side. Here's Ilgauskas. And the shot is long.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Off target with the open look. Nets leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Kicks it to Ilgauskas. Count that one. Ilgauskas has got 19 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Outside Durant. This one for 3. And it's Cousins with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Russell against Curry. Russell kicks to Ilgauskas. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Dishes to Ilgauskas. Over Green. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Cousins, the pass to Thompson. And here is Green. Curry with it. He's picked up by Russell. Durant, no good.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Durant against Carroll. Right side, Russell. Back to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
And right now, they have all the momentum. I mean, just look at the score.
No, there's no doubt. You can see it. The lead continues to grow. They're not slowing down. I love the pressure they're applying.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Jordan Bell's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Brooklyn, Crabbe comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Now here's Crabbe. He's covered by Thompson. Carroll finds Crabbe. Napier feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
Warriors trail by 13. Curry passes to Cousins. Golden State moving the ball around. To the middle, here's Thompson, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, there's a certain level of poise there. There's also length and athleticism. Nice shot by Clay.
Now here's Napier. 8 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games. When it becomes a possession ball game and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes, I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers. Now, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
Here's Allen, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Now, here's Thompson. He's got 12. And Allen with the block. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. A pull-up. And he hits the jump shot. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in the second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Curry can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Grab the pass to Ilgauskas. Makes it off the glass. Ilgauskas has got 10 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing. Threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now, here's Napier. D right on him. Feeds it to Ilgauskas. Back to Napier. He kicks it to Allen. Now here's Cram. He's covered by Thompson. 3-pointer. Crab, no good.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Brooklyn leading by 15. AI outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ilgauskas has got 27 points.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Klay said he thought he'd be a 3-and-D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Klay, big time player.
Jerebko's checked in for Jordan Bell. Then for the Nets, Davis comes in for Allen. And Caruth is subbed in for Allen Cram.
Boy, there's just a rhythm and a beauty to what Steph Curry does on a nightly basis. How pretty is that shot?
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. Inside, here's Ilgauskas. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And that's now 29 points for AI. Warriors trail by 16. Curry looking around. Here's Cousins. Passes it to Urepko. Back to Cousins. Sinks that one from the post. Cousins has got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here's Napier, guarded by Curry. Napier kicks to Davis from the arc. And it's Napier missing. The Warriors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And the shot goes down. 13 points for Steph Curry.
Well, this guy's not just an outside shooter. I mean, we most identify Steph Curry as the greatest shooter in the NBA right now, but gets inside there. That's pretty.
Now, here is Ilgauskas. He has 29 over Iguodala. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Iguodala kicks to Curry. There's the feed to Cousins. It's stolen by Davis and stolen by Cousins.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Caruch missing. It's stolen by Davis. Misses from short range. On the wing, Iguodala to the paint. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Wow, what a great look by Amar'e Ilgauskas. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
The pass to Caruch. Inside, here's Ilgauskas, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Looney's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Ilgauskas.
Well, the Brooklyn Nets, one of the younger teams in the league this year and last year. And obviously, with young teams and with the style of play, turnovers are going to be something you've got to contend with along the way. He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
Pass to Napier. He dishes it to Davis. Napier passes to Caruch. Just 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. The shot missing. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And along with the turnovers, outside shooting can be a problem for the Nets.
Well, think about it, Kevin. I think there's a fundamental belief in today's NBA that you need to shoot the three to win at a high level. So even though this organization right now doesn't have a ton of lights-out shooters, they are committed to getting that style established in their franchise.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thompson finds Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Urepko can't get it to go. Nets leading by 16. Down low, here's Caruch. He can't hit that time. Excellent D here by Iguodala. And Curry, here we go. Good. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, Steph Curry's ability to finish at the rim through contact with his frame, nothing short of extraordinary.
Ilgauskas, the pass to Caruch. Back to AI. Napier dishes to Ilgauskas. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Curry. He's got 15. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside. Here's Jerebko. Misses off the right iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
On the wing, Harris. To the middle. Here's Ilgauskas. Here's Davis. And Looney sends it back. Inside. Iguodala, the pass to Jerebko. Nails the baby hook. Jerebko's got his first points in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Changes here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Looney. Jordan Bell comes in for Curry. And Jerebko is subbed in for Klay Thompson. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Davis. AI comes in for Jared Dudley. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Harris. Free throw good, Russell. D'Angelo Russell, the lefty playmaker out of Ohio State. Doris, a lot to like about his ability to create.
Well, he certainly, Kevin, has a nose for scoring and combines that with good vision. I think the one thing he's got to be careful of is shot selection and taking care of the basketball.
Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Jonas Jerebko out there with Durant, and it's Bell in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here's Carroll. Now here is Russell. AI outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Ilgauskas has got 39. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside, Green. Back to Durant. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Goes up again. Rejected by Ilgauskas. They get it back.
As fearless and physical as he is, Boogie gets to the line more than just about anyone.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
You know, in this era of the Golden State Warriors, it's easy to forget the lean years. Prior to this 6-year run, guys, the last time they had made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, 1952.
Now here's Cram. Defense is right there. Sinks the triple.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, their ball movement was terrific, and I thought he was the key to that. This guy conducted the offense, kept everyone involved, and spread the basketball.
Here's Cousins after the made shot from Chris Webber. A floater, 3-pointer on the way. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Napier kicks to Ilgauskas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Crabbe. Lets the three fly. Poke loose. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
AI left side. Fader on the way. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you came out of halftime and had an explosive third quarter. What was the catalyst for that outburst?
You know, a lot of my teammates were talking me up in the locker room, telling me that I was ready to take over, and it just got me fired up. You know, I guess they were right, and I'm just glad I helped us get the win.
You need to bottle that up because whatever they said, it helped. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Nice work. AI, you ready to answer a few questions for the press?
Oh, yeah. Let me get at you. 5 minutes?
All right, yeah, I'll tell them you're on the way.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Big 14. Oh my God. Hey. Hold up. Take a moment. Count my